Now, I must admit I'm a little bit uncomfortable with this title, and that's just because of the fact that we're going to talk about storage types, not necessarily cloud storage types. It's storage types. Now, of course, these are available to us in the cloud, and that's why we are discussing them. But really, please keep in mind that we can have object-based storage today in standard non-cloud environments, just like we have block storage and file-based storage. Now, I decided to go ahead and take you on a tour of this storage in an actual public cloud as a much more interesting way to teach it to you. So let's get going on that tour right now. So as you can see, we're in the latest AWS console, and let's see just how public cloud can accommodate any type of storage need we might have. One of the things that people immediately think of when they think of Amazon Web Services and storage is, without a doubt, S3. One of the reasons that people think of S3 and AWS all the time is because this is their oldest service. And S3 stands for the Simple Storage Service. It is object-based storage. So you create a bucket that has a DNS compliant, globally unique name. So notice I use my last name, a first letter, and then last name. That's pretty unique. But then I had to add -1234 to it to make it globally unique. And then I can upload into this bucket any object I want. So I can come here and grab this object and I can add it to the bucket and upload it. And the bucket's size is limitless. It is not file-based storage. It's not block-based storage. It is just object-based storage. And believe it or not, this bucket is just limitless in its size. And it's limitless in the number of objects that I can toss inside of it. So object-based storage is very flexible storage, and that's one of the reasons why it is so often celebrated in cloud environments. You have a flexible resource type environment with the cloud, and here you have this bucket that is limitless in what it can contain. Now, that's object-based storage, but what about other types of storage that we might need? Well, one type of storage is file-based storage. And sure enough, file-based storage is given to us in AWS thanks to the Elastic File System, or EFS. So you can come in here and notice very easily you can create a nice regional network file system share, and this file system can then be accessed by devices for storing their files. So this is great for NFS, network file system type of arrangements that are popular in Linux environments. In Microsoft environments, there is the server message block that is used for file sharing. And sure enough, AWS addresses that now. And I do believe it is it the FSX, right here, FSX. It's got a kind of strange name, but file system. And notice we can create one of these FSX file systems, and that will be for the Windows shares. So let me search again. Yeah, see, there's this FSX service, and this is where we can create a file system for Windows environments. Notice this is expanding all the time. So there's more and more types of operating systems. Notice NetApp's ONTAP operating system is now supported. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. So we can have NetApp communicating with AWS Cloud Storage now directly for storage needs. Another type of storage that we need to know about is, of course, block-based storage. And yes, we have that inside of AWS as well. And yes, it's called Elastic Block Storage. And this is Elastic Beanstalk, not where I wanted to go. So let me type EBS again, and notice how we get to the Elastic Block Store is through the virtual machine service of AWS. So inside of the EC2 service, which is for the creation of virtual machines, if we look down in here, we'll see that there are these Elastic Block Store storage volumes. And what these are for is creating volumes for operating systems that are running on top of them. So block storage is what an operating system would look to see and install itself on. And that's why the Elastic Block Store is in the virtual machine portion of AWS. Now, keep in mind, I used AWS to teach this topic, but I could have easily used Azure, which has file systems that are available, that has block storage that's available, that has the object-based storage that's available. So just because we used AWS, it doesn't mean they're the only cloud that offers such cloud-based storage. We know in today's landscape, there's a large variety of storage capabilities. And sure enough, the cloud is going to be responding with all types.